What is going on, Cubs fam? We are back for another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. It is Friday, Mandalorian Hype Day. If you guys have not seen the latest episode, be sure to check that out. And I'm going to have a Friday tradition. Every Friday morning, we're going to start our stream at least an hour early, jump in and have a spoiler-full discussion on The Mandalorian. Once our normal stream time starts at 10:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, though, you guys can rest assured we'll shut those spoilers off and we'll get into our normally scheduled programming. Lots to talk about today. Big video today. And so, of course, I need company, guys. We brought in Ranger. It's been too long. What's going on, Ranger?
Well, been doing my superhero stuff, so I've been a little busy.
How long are you going to do this?
Well, until the world doesn't need me anymore, my awesome abilities, and then I can retire. It's a small little island.
So we want to talk about this update that hit real quick, get this out there, and we've got a lot of thoughts on this. So we saw this post from Crumb on the 13th of October that said beginning on October 27th, 3 days ago, in order to accommodate with the new features and graphics associated with the game's next update, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes no longer serve blah, blah, blah. So they really got us, they gave us a hard one here on this new features and graphics tease there, right? So the update has come and gone. As you guys see, we got a fresh new app icon here. Let's go ahead and update Future Man's post on this one. That app icon looks fresh, but Ranger, what changed in your game?
Well, I got a galactic. Oh, you mean like with the graphics? I didn't really notice anything. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's subtle. So it's either two things: either it's subtle and it's in the background, and maybe you don't pick up on it right away,
right?
Or it's something that's coming, and they're just setting the framework, the foundation for what's about to hit us, so that we're just like, oh wow, kind of like the Luke event. When we saw that, we're like, oh,
right.
Finally, the game is doing what we always wanted.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you feel about it, but I mean, we know we got the new Unity update. We know that they're doing new stuff. Sometimes I feel like, I see stuff and I don't notice it, or because we've been playing this game so long. Some stuff is pretty obvious when we see it. So,
as soon as they update an icon for a character, we're all like, boom, we see it. Or as soon as Vader is slightly off center, boom, everybody sees it.
Yeah, nipple Vader.
So, okay, so here's my assessment here. At first, I was like, when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, where is that? What the heck happened? And I think my initial take when I read that post was, wow, this game could be getting a graphics overhaul. That may have been expecting a little too much in hindsight, but they still do say here on this, let me pull it up again, to accommodate new features and graphics associated with the game's next update. I don't think that whatever that is has been seen so far. Now, here's something I want to call out that I think is interesting, Ranger. Sure. I think that whatever they are releasing got delayed. And you know why I think that is because Galactic War Report mentioned, I don't know if you saw this, but Galactic War Report announced on their Twitter that their most recent episode has to be delayed and it's out of their control. They also said elsewhere that they had another interview coming in with the devs on some new stuff coming. And so that's been pushed out. That episode was, I believe, supposed to hit this Monday, and it's been pushed back. And so I think whatever's coming with this probably has to do with Mandalorian. And what's more is, when I look at this, you saw the Mando Mondays episode of on StarWars.com's YouTube channel. If you watch this, and you're not seeing my screen right now, but when you take a look at IG-11, it just and the rest of the characters, it just looks like there's a little more detail, a little more going on with this event. Maybe it's a phase or multi-angle event with enemies coming at you from multiple directions. So I think that it's still coming, and it's just going to be part of this new Mandalorian update, whatever that's going to be. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think you're right. I think that the Mando content we know it's coming. We just don't know when. I thought they would have done it before the launch of tomorrow or today, actually being Friday. I think it's in the middle of the night, so bear with me.
Yeah.
But that they might tease us with these characters because they're from season 1. I thought, well, maybe this will be something they can use as a marketing ploy for the launch of Mando season 2. But I guess they're going to wait till next week probably to launch the characters as people get excited again for the Mando. Maybe the excitement gets people to want to spend some money on some of these characters. It would make sense with the graphic design. The other thing too is we got the 5-year anniversary, and I know we were talking about this ahead of time, and I was trying to remember what it was and where I'd seen this. That someone had told me that they had seen something about a big announcement coming for November for the celebration of the 5-year anniversary. Now, I also remember too that a few weeks back or a month ago, when I was doing the Heinze stream, Fulbright dropped some bombs where he said that he had heard that the 5-year anniversary was going to be a raid. That was the thing that, and now you can go back and listen. Fulbright said this, not me, not Cuz. This was said on the stream.
Yeah.
And then mainly, the first phase would be like ships or something along those lines. That was the thing that they were working on top of some other stuff. Dude. So it could be a combination of both. We're getting Mando characters, and then we're getting leading up to, which would make sense. End of November is when the 5-year anniversary is. We get a new raid going into the Christmas season. I mean, it's a holiday shopping season. It'd be a good time to drop the raid. So I don't know. Yeah. That's just pure speculation. I don't have anything to back it up. This is just what's being rumored and being said. So I don't know your thoughts on that.
Take it with a grain of salt, and that probably will be in the title. But that's something that I want to call out with Fulbright in particular. Fulbright's not somebody who just spews random rumors. You know what I mean?
I know. He knows so much. Connected. It's ridiculous. He's very connected. That man is super connected. I mean, he's
so I would that'd be interesting, man. If they released a new raid next month, and that's kind of why things have been slow, my knees would be weak, man. I'd be so hyped. Especially, I mean, imagine if it was Mandalorian themed.
It could be. I don't know if it will be. It'd be interesting to see what they would do. I
feel like everything has to be Mandalorian that's coming out right now. I mean, that's all that
I think
Star Wars wants.
Will be. So here's the debate that people have been having about this. Like, yeah, we know about Quill in IG-11.
Yeah.
But what other characters they are going to introduce? And the other debate has been, will Dark Saber I like to say Black Saber because it just sounds more badass, but it's a dark saber. Will he be a heroic or legendary event where you need all 5 characters, or is he at that status where the pushback is? Does he deserve to be a heroic or legendary? I don't know.
Here's another take for you. This idea occurred to me. I did my Mandalorian binge today. I watched the entire first season. To get ready for tonight when the episode drops. It'll be this morning by the time you guys see this. And I noticed, I paid attention to Baby Yoda. And we've obviously got IG-11 coming to Galaxy of Heroes, and he's going to be carrying Baby Yoda in his kit. And I wondered, how is IG-11 going to function from a kit standpoint, and how would they possibly leave out the self-destruct, right? And they're not going to have him self-destruct with Baby Yoda. And so, they're not going to do that. And so, I paid attention, though, and almost all of these characters, all of them, had at least one turn with the child in their possession. Obviously, the Mandalorian did, Cara Dune did, Quill did, and even Greef Karga held the child for a little bit of time. And so I wonder if this squad, when paired together, if the child will bounce around to different members and buff those different members as he is passed around. I wonder if they'll have some kind of new mechanic with that. Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
That'd be funny if it's called Drink Soup. Baby Yoda jumps from character randomly to random character, drinking soup and healing characters. Just sipping soup and the character gets killed up. Baby Yoda.
Or what's probably more likely is he sits there for the rest of the battle in his little what do you call it, pram or whatever. So
it floats around.
That's probably more likely. There's no way that IG-11 self-destructs with Baby Yoda though. Like
that would be bad. Not that I would just start cracking up.
Think about this community lost their mind when the scout trooper punched him. I mean, imagine if the devs killed him.
I know, right?
Hell no.
Not, you know, uh, I don't know how that would go over. I killed him. And not just the man, but the children. Oh, God.
Not the children, the child, like the
The
only child that
child.
matters in the galaxy now.
I hate him. That's awful, man.
Oh
I
man,
hope
well,
that's not the case. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what these kits are going to be. I was talking
yeah.
about this on our stream that kits this year have been really good. If you look back,
Oh, their kit design has
beginning of the
been
year,
great.
I mean, even the kits for the characters though, for Kylo, well, Kylo needed some rework, but Rey was fine. But since then, the debacle I call the Galactic Legends. If you look at like all the kits, Vader rework, Jedi Luke,
They've been good.
Brie Baka, Mando, Grief, Cara. I mean, Mon Mothma, Piet. I mean,
Oh,
these are
dude.
been really thought out, really well done, really well executed. Still feeling our way about the new Galactic Legends. You know, I think Luke's looking okay. I think Palpatine probably needs some. I think they both might need some love, but we'll see what it works.
All Luke needs is his ultimate ability needs to charge differently. That's all he needs, in my opinion.
Yeah, it seems like it's really super slow. Although the team is turned out to be all right. So I'll finish his ultimate either tomorrow or the next day.
You almost don't need it. But
I know, like that team is doing pretty well in arena.
The only place that I really need his ultimate, I feel like, is against Rey teams. It makes a difference there, but everywhere else, I mean, a lot of times you benefit not having him in the leadership ability, and if you don't put Luke in the leadership ability, you kiss the ultimate goodbye. It's not happening.
Yeah, so then it seems kind of a waste you put Jedi Luke in there. So all in all, though, I mean, a little bit off track, but there's that's the most recent thing. But the graphics thing, let's see what it does. I think your idea about this, could be that if we are going to get a raid, and they're going to do some stuff like with ships and do something new and exciting with ships, maybe they had to update the graphics, drivers, etc., to meet the demand to make that look really well, because we don't want it to have the same old. And I'm hoping the CG is not going into the same old kind of thing where if you look at the Luke event and even the new Galactic Legends with the cinematics and stuff, they look fantastic, man.
Dude, yes.
They're really good.
This is my optimist side of me is saying they've been laying a lot of groundwork this year. This was a rebuilding year. This was like the Chicago Cubs. Okay, this is like the Chicago Cubs from about 2012 to 2015, where we went in, we were rebuilding, we were going to the grassroots, we were farming people like Chris Bryant up through the system, and then bam, 2016 comes, it's our year, we win it all. So that's what CG's doing. They're the Chicago Cubs. They're building it up from the bottom, from the unity. They're putting the October 27th graphics update, even though we don't see anything. They're just putting these breadcrumbs in there, and then bam, new raid.
We're gonna get it. Yeah, and I think it'll be exciting. So there's some good stuff. I mean, the years. I hope they finish the year strong. I think if we get a raid, I can say that this was a pretty strong year for Capital Games, without a doubt. I mean, the characters and everything that they've introduced, pretty solid. And I didn't even mention some of the ships too. Then when you get like a couple of the new bombers and stuff, so that was additional as well. So I mean, all in all, it could really tie in the year well. But to say we only get the marquees and just a bunch of Mando stuff, I still think that's pretty solid. It won't be a great year, but it'll be a solid year, and still setting up for the start of 2021 to be something really spectacular. So I'm excited. I haven't been super excited for Galaxy Heroes in a while, but I've been slowly being turned over to the light side a little bit, because you know me, I'm all about embracing the dark side. And I've given CG a hell of a time the last couple of years.
But we all have.
You know, that recently they've been doing really well, and it's if they can keep this track up, you know, they got a lot of burnt bridges that they got to repair. But if they keep doing stuff like this and they keep the communication going and stuff, they're going to get some people back and maybe build those bridges. And we've seen some players come back like Urs and Warrior. So there's some positive things coming with the game.
Just need Mobile Gamer next, and we'll call it a day. But so this is what it comes down to, guys. We're gonna call it how we see it. Ranger and I, we're not gonna BS you guys when we don't like what's going on. We're gonna tell you that. This is something I know of all content creators. Ranger, you're at the top of my list of you're not gonna BS anybody, and I feel the same way as you. I'm optimistic right now. I still feel like there's things that I'm frustrated with. I'm frustrated with Galactic Challenges, even though Obviously, we've had a lot of communication on that from our new community manager, Doja, out there. And so we know a little bit of context of what's going on there. They're having some technical issues, I guess. Hopefully that improves. And man, if they brought in, I just have to say, if they did bring in a raid at the end of this year, if that was kind of their bang at the end of the year, then I agree. I think 2020 ends up being a pretty good year. If not, then I'm going to call it a pretty meh year, hopefully setting up a really banger 2021. So let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comments below. And be sure to come to my Twitch stream. We'll be starting about an hour before my normal time at 10:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to talk all things Mandalorian Season 2. Full spoilers, but I promise you guys at 10:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will cut off all spoilers, and so you can come and enjoy it in peace if you are waiting to watch the episode. Ranger, are you staying up tonight to watch it, or are you going to watch it early tomorrow?
I'll wake up in the morning and watch. I'm not going to stay up to like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to go watch Mando. I mean,
it's only coming. It's coming out from where we're recording this video right now. We're an hour and 5 minutes away from when it hits.
Yeah, I have to go slave away on the hill some more. So I'm gonna be outside digging trenches and moving.
Oh no!
I'm back to doing that again. So
okay,
yeah, I took pictures and put it in the Discord today. Like, oh,
we better get out of this video then. Ranger needs to go get his beauty rest, and I'm gonna stay up and get ready for Mando. So all right, guys, thanks again for joining me for the video. Ranger, thanks also for joining me. I'm leaving links to his stuff down in the comments below. You guys can find RSG on YouTube and Twitch. They do great stuff. Be sure you're following them. And as always, my brothers, don't forget,